Hello everybody! Welcome to another Valheim video. Today I'm going to teach you why limiting your Valheim server to only 10 people is a big mistake. Because I've seen a lot of server admins make this mistake. They make a new Valheim server and then they only allow 10 people to have the password and join. They act like because there's 10 slots at the moment, that means that only 10 possible players can play. I strongly encourage you not to do that because the reality is that most of the time, there are not going to be all 10 people online. In fact, you're going to find that there are kind of these times of day where most of the people play. Maybe you have 5 or 6 players playing then, but then at the other peak of day, nobody's online, not a single person for multiple hours. So depending on what time the new player joins, they could think it's a super active server or a completely dead server. And I've seen too many people make this mistake where they have a Valheim server and people want to play on it. But then they're like, no, there's already 10 registered people. And just in case all 10 of those people log on at the same time, they never do. We want to make sure that would be okay. So we're not going to allow anyone else to register. This is not a thing I've seen one person do. I would say this is completely normal. Most Valheim server hosts make this mistake. I would actually recommend you register up to 20 people for your 10 slot server. We live in a world that completely babies people with short-term immediate satisfaction. And as a result, the common opinion is that things need to be short and obtainable and quick. But ultimately, this screws up immersion in the long run. To be immersed in the long run, you need to feel fear. You need to feel scared. There needs to be uncertainty about this world. You need to feel that even though you've played Valheim for thousands of hours, when you play with this community of people, you have absolutely no idea what to expect. That's the key to long-term immersion. So don't worry too much about only allowing 10 possible people to know the login information for your server. You're going to bottleneck your server that way. And you could honestly give between 20 and 30 people the login information, and the chance of that server being too packed is still unlikely. Yes, sure, it will be too packed for the first week, but don't let that trick you. The first week has nothing to do with the long-term longevity of the server. And that's why I'm here to tell you it's better that it's too crowded in the beginning so that not everybody can log on when they want to. This will help slow people down and spread out the immersion. I know that you might think I'm crazy, but trust me, it works. A lot of this Valheim server stuff really isn't about Valheim. Now, I'll talk a little bit here because I know I'm going to be misunderstood. People are going to tell me, no, that's not true. That's not how it works, right? Because after all, people play games single player. Like people join MMOs and they play single player. Me, myself, I play old school RuneScape. And I've been playing that game for ages, and I don't even have a single person on my friends list. I literally play it like a single player RPG, where I only trade with other people, right? So I get it. I'm not saying that you have to be interacting with people constantly. What I'm telling you is that the key to immersion in all video games is social interaction with other people. And most of the time, when players are able to play a game for thousands of hours, and you can't see a community, it's because they had somebody to talk to about the game. Because the same effect I'm talking about will occur if you can just talk to another human about the game you love. Even if it's a single player game that you've never played with another soul, you're now going to be more immersed in that game's world because you have connected to another human soul over that game. And this is the ultimate truth of where immersion comes from in video games. It comes from human connection. That's why people can play MMOs for thousands of hours where they get bored of a single-player video game after 20 to 40 on average. It's not because MMO gameplay is just that much better. It's so fun. In fact, MMO gameplay is boring as all hell most of the time. It's incredibly monotonous, boiled down, and compared to your average RPG, the combat systems in most MMOs are horrendous. Yet, people play tens of thousands of hours of these things. Why? I'm telling you, it's all about the social interaction. That's everything. It's the key to the puzzle. If you want to run a Valheim server and have an active community, you have to focus on the social interaction. It's more important than the mods. It's more important than the lore of your story. It's more important than your personality. You can be the coolest person in the world, but if you don't hang out and voice chat, if you don't interact with people, if you don't live stream, it doesn't matter. You won't have an active community. That's the secret. The secret to an active Valheim community has nothing to do with Valheim. Look at it this way. There are hundreds of thousands of people who've played Valheim and love it, but they weren't able to find other people who love it like they do. So they stopped and they moved on to something else. You need to be the thing that person found that gives them access. Goddamn Drogers, they keep shooting me. And now let's talk a little bit about the ideal max players for a Valheim server. Because I know there's a bunch of people who dream about having 10 players online every day, but I'm here to tell you, you really don't need that much. It really isn't that important. You only need to have between 1 to 3 people logging into the server each day. And as long as when new players join, there's usually at least one other person on the server, then players will stick around. They don't need a world that is full of hundreds of players. In fact, many people might not even like that. Valheim communities can be quite small, but quite close to one another. Quite close-knit, I think the phrase is. So don't get too intimidated, because I know I'm telling you you need to live stream, and you might not be comfortable doing that, but don't worry, because it's not like you need to have 5 or 10 people logging into your server every day. That's not necessary. All you need is just 1 to 3 people playing. That's enough to make the Valheim world feel alive. That's really all it takes. So if you want to activate your Valheim world, or you've been thinking about setting up a Valheim server, that's what it all boils down to. How can you get people to interact with one another and talk? Also keeping in mind that it's really important that you spend a lot of time on the server. This can be hard to juggle over the years because you're also prone to burning out just like other people are. So you'll need to have some kind of way to make sure that you get breaks while still being able to be online almost constantly. It really makes a big difference in the health of a server. And my last word of advice to you is don't get too carried away with mods and all these other things. People always have this kind of sense that the thing they need to do to make their server get attention is to cover it in mods, but ultimately, that isn't the solution. The solution is other people, making those connections so that you have other people to talk about Valheim with. That's what it's all about. And if you want to learn more about hosting your own Valheim server, then you can rent your own Valheim server using my link, JP at Zap Hosting. Zap Hosting is a fantastic service that I've been using to host Path of Magic for the entirety of its duration. And I've learned loads of stuff, even how to use EWP and start heavily customizing the world, which completely changes the experience for your players without them having to install any mods at all. And I've got loads of content all about using this if you want to check it out. You can check out this video that shows you how to set up a new server and set up Expand World Prefabs. Alternatively, you could consider joining us here on Path of Magic itself. Path of Magic is a public, free-to-play Valheim server that has no mods required to join. All you have to do is find the link in the Discord, the pool side, which you can find in the very bottom of the description of this video. From there, you'll be able to find the login information. I encourage you to talk to people in Discord before you join. Path of Magic can be a pretty crazy experience for new people, and if you're not ready for it, it's gonna overwhelm you. So get to know some people first. Let us know you're here, and maybe someone will join with you and give you a tour, show you around. As I mentioned, the most important thing of any Valheim community is the interactions between people. And I've made a lot of mistakes with my own YouTube channel and my lack of interaction with people over the years. So these are all things that I'm working on fixing with a new content schedule coming out pretty soon. But for now, I'm not going to worry about that. I wish you the best of the best, and I hope that you have a good day. Bye-bye.